We are arriving at Graham Cave State Park.
I stopped at the park office. I'm a little confused. Came in TT and stopped at the first thing we saw. And it says it's a visitor center, but it's a park office. And I don't see a trail. But anyway, we need to go on down. There's a short trail here, but we want to go over here and see the cave. Looks like there's a red trail, blue one, yellow one, and a brown one. So the green one says it's a 0.3 mile one way, so it's 6/10 if you go there and come back. The Graham Cave Trail, which is what we are doing, says a 0.3 mile loop, so it's really short in the yellow. The blue says a 0.9 mile one way. Red is 2.5 mile loop, and your brown is a 0.2 mile loop. So I've got a Woodland Way trail in orange. So we just drove a very short distance to here. That's this one. So the Graham Cave is the yellow one. So we're here. So I guess we have to come all the way. This blue goes over the trail down in here to get to it. Okay. I think the trail starts here where the blue and yellow are together. And on the other end of the parking lot, it ends there. Paved path to the cave is 0.1 mile. Scenic trail. Experience wet season waterfalls. Step to an overlook interpretive wayside and Graham Cave. Distance 0.2 mile. Interpretive shelter. So we are going to go this way.
8% grade, it says.
Yeah. 8% grade. Is that what it said? Something like that. We're going uphill. We started there. The cave is there. We decided it had hair on its head, and we needed to put an eye there and an eye there, and we'd have a happy face.
There you go.
There's something to read over there, two to read over here.
How much if I can get to the tippy top of it there?
This one talks about natural communities, as in wildlife communities. Well, having him there as a perspective gives you a little bit how big it is. I personally like how I can see the layers of rock. And then of course there's like two main layers. And a bug just landed on my back. A horsefly. And there he went. It's kind of really sad when they have to put a fence up to keep all the people out that don't respect it. Let's go through a hole. And there you go.
You gotta be a thunder bender to get through there.
Yeah, you can't go too far back up in there. Let's go down here and take a peek through the fence. There you go. There you have it. There, I found a gate and I could stick my hand through the gate and kind of Get a panorama, a surround view.
This is a very unique cave in that it has a retaining wall.
Yeah, it does. And here we go, looking out. This one talks about the formation of Missouri caves. And this one talks about archaeology. At the front, the beginning of the trail, it says it's illegal to look for arrowheads here. Apparently they found some here. So although I think a lot of people go right back down the hill they came, we're going to go ahead and do the rest of the trail since it's so short, and that's where we go. Remember, when you come up, you must go down. It looks like we're going down here. We're going to get to the bottom of all these steps and turn right towards the parking lot. Oh, so we come to a bridge. Or steps, maybe? Looks like a little bit of an overlook or something. Let's see what this overlooks. Oh, I hear and see some water.
Ah, creek.
A little bit of a creek.
A little bit of a runoff.
Yeah.
Waterfall thing going on. How cool is that?
It would run more, I guess, if it rained recently.
In fact, if it's dry and it still run, that's interesting.
So it looks like we continue on down the steps, and we can stand there and look at it too. They built this around this tree.
Yeah.
So we were just up there,
Later.
and here we are.
Tiny falls.
Yeah, tiny falls. Well, it looks hard up there, so it could, right after rain, really have much larger waterfall.
Yeah.
This is just a tiny trickling sound, and it drains off that way.
And when it rains, it's a torrent.
And our trail continues that way. I'm gonna go down there from the steps. I forgot to start my Relive app. Gives the overview of the place until now, but I went ahead and did it because I like to see the overview, kind of the aerial view of my hikes after I go on them. It's actually rather sandy, which is odd. I mean, how did sand get in here? Yep, it says the green trail ahead. So my bearings tell me to go to the right back to the parking lot. And that must be the Fern Ridge Trail. That's 1/3 of a mile that way. This actually has both of them on it. It says the yellow trail that way, but I think it's also that way.
Because there's a yellow marker right there.
Where? Oh yeah, there it is.
Yeah, you just make
Yellow,
it.
yellow. This late evening or early evening sun dappling through the trees is so fun. We're following a creek bed over here. I think it turns and follows the trail. And we can see the parking lot there in the distance. We were just saying that none of the signs told us about Graham Cave itself. And this talks about the Indians, the archaeology of the cave, the first people, and the occupation of the cave. This is more than a rock shelter. How the cave was made, exploring the past. I want to know why it's called Graham Cave.
Google. Francis Graham Darnell.
Generous gift of Francis Graham Darnell. That's why.
Trey.
Loutre, River Valley.
Where the French trappers were active in came,
Animal hides and stuff.
and
The
trading.
name of the river Loutre comes from the French word loutre, meaning otter. Nathan and Daniel Boone, sons of Daniel Boone, took out claims in the area just south of Graham Cave. Nathan had 460 acres that encompassed Loutre Lick, present-day Mineola. I like that name.
Mm-hmm.
Dr. Robert Graham came from Kentucky in 1815 and spent the winter near St. Charles. Oh, wait, here's his family down here. Whew. It's starting to get humid.